What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Today's review, we're going to be reviewing a cigar that is a great budget cigar. And what I mean by that is price point is at a great price and anyone can enjoy it. It is a really good Maduro cigar, and you can buy it on Cigar International. Is the only place I've seen it, and I'm guessing that the reason it's only there is this blended cigar was created specifically for Cigar International. So you might be able to find the brand somewhere else, but it might not be the exact same blend. But with all that said, let's go ahead and reveal what we're going to view. Now, for those who don't know, I do smoke a lot of different cigars. Okay, and now for the reveal. We're going to be reviewing the Arganese, and this is a Maduro Arganese. There are Connecticut's that are available. I'm just haven't reviewed one yet, and to be frank about it, I'm not a Connecticut guy. There are some Broadleaf Connecticut wrappers that I do like, but there are few and far in between. I like mediums to full body strength cigars. Mild cigars just don't do it for me. But there are people out there who love them, and I do recommend you try them. I try at least the cigar itself to see, because sometimes I'm relatively surprised. But with that said, the Arganese is a great budget cigar that CI has. Now currently they run, and I'm just going to take some information off of their website, so that way it's more accurate than me guessing. They have four sizes. They have a Churchill, which is a 7x50, a Robusto that's a 5x50, the Toro, which I'm reviewing today, which is a 6x50, and then there's also a Torpedo that's a 6.7x52, just a little bit bigger than this one, but I went with the Torpedo. Now, when I bought this, the deal you get is you get 20 cigars, and you get it for $47.50. Now, if you can't say a great budget, then that's your own thing, and I'm sorry, and you may not, and again, try the cigar, you may like it, you may not, but today we're just going to educate you about the cigar, what I'm getting in the cigar, and then that's where you'll go from there. But man, I have to say, for about $100, I picked up 40 cigars. Now that's a lot of cigars that'll be in my humidor for a while at only $100. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and get it. I'll be back with the pre-draw of the Arganese right after this. Alright, everybody, welcome back for the pre-draw of the Arganese Toro. Now, in this Arganese Toro, as you can see, I know it's a little cloudy outside, so I do apologize, but hey, I'm just trying to enjoy the weather while I can in Arizona before it gets too darn hot to sit and smoke cigars without burning up. Now, you can see it is a broadleaf, dark, toothy, oily wrapper, and it doesn't have minimal seams, but they are pretty good tight seams. Now, I do see some veins here and there, but it's not pure, it's not a perfect wrap on it, but that's the due fact that obviously it's a budget cigar. It is slightly firm to the touch. It's not as spongy as you would think. Initially, I went ahead and did a straight cut on the top there. As you can see, it cuts it there. I get a nice firm draw. It's not real loose, but it's not real hard draw either. It's just a little bit above just perfect. And with that, like I said, it is a broadleaf Maduro wrapper, and the binder and filler are both Nicaraguan, and they're using long filler tobacco. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into the first third of the Arganese Torpedo. Alright, getting into the first third, we're going to go ahead and touch it up and just go ahead and get it started on the first third. Now, a lot of people have asked me with the first third, well, do you give a review at the first third or the middle of the first third? Sometimes I give it right immediately because I'm curious, just the initial expectation of that first third, and then sometimes I smoke through it a little bit just to get a rendering to see how it's changed or if it's evolved at all. But right now we're just going to go ahead and get it lit up in this first third. I am getting a hint of cocoa, just a hint. It's just barely unsweetened cocoa. You can barely get it after the after you exhale on the end of the puff. I'm getting just a hint. It almost tastes like a little bit of wasabi. And I'm not saying wasabi like the flavor, more of the heat profile. It's hard to explain. And again, folks, I'm smoking this. This is the first cigar of the day. I haven't drank anything. I haven't eaten anything. So I'm trying to start on a fresh palate. And I'm getting a little bit of a leather profile. And there is a little bit of a roasted nut profile. I can't put my finger on it if it's like a peanut or a hazelnut or even a cashew, but it's there. It tastes like if you ate like mixed nuts or something, a little bit of that residue left over. As you can see, it's burning really well. It puffs. It has a good draw. Getting enough smoke. But again, that's what I'm looking for, folks. We're looking for cigars that either you can buy every day and smoke like this one, or ones that you want to enjoy once in a while. That's the whole thing. I'm just bringing you the ideas of what cigars are out there in the market. Just because it's a budget cigar, just because it's a certain price point, does not mean that it's going to be a bad cigar. But keep an open mind then when you're checking out these $4 cigars or these $2 cigars, or even these what they call budget factory second cigars. Sometimes they're not bad at all. They're really good, and you get to save some money in the process and still enjoy that smoke. With that said, we're going to be back with the second third of our review of the Arganese right after this. All right, everybody. Working our way through the cigar, the Arganese Maduro. This Broadleaf Maduro wrapper is fantastic. Now, like I said, don't give it a negative idea or a review just based on the price point. A lot of guys I know, they are so used to retail store prices that they assume if they see a deal on the internet, it's not necessarily a deal, or what's wrong with the cigar. I don't know why people think that way. Sometimes you just find a great cigar, and the cigar companies, obviously online, have a whole amount more stock than a local store does, so they can reduce the price and sell it accordingly to the contracts they have. But with that said, all that legal mumbo jumbo out the window, man, I am getting a little bit of a coffee profile. It's almost, I wouldn't say real light coffee, like breakfast blend type coffee, but more of a medium coffee. The cigar is about a medium cigar, and it says that it does not, from the reviews I've read and what I've read about the cigar, it does not get above that medium mark. So for those who are not a full strength cigar smoker, be aware that this will not be too strong for you. But I do recommend it, man. I do love my Nicaraguan cigars, and with this cigar being an all Nicaraguan blended cigar, man, it is just my cat's meow. Now again, everybody has their preferences. Everybody loves what they smoke. But man, like I said, this is a good cigar. I'll keep puffing at it. But I'm noticing it's not too complex. Like I said, the first third, the second third, it's just a real basic Maduro, a real enjoyable Maduro. Nothing too complex and crazy. I know some cigar reviews you may review, or even ones I've done myself, where you're getting 6 and 7 different things at one time, and you're just going, what the hell, man? I just need a cigar. And again, you might just smoke it, don't even care, don't even think about it, just puff it along, drink it with your beer, watch your football game, whatever. But man, I do want people to be open up to cigars. You gotta remember, hand-rolled tobacco takes multiple years just to get it to me, and just to get it in my hands. And when I smoke it, I know it's already been around for a few years, so it ain't something that was just done. But with that said, we're going to keep puffing through it. I'm back with the final third, my final thoughts of the Arganese from Cigar International. All right, everybody, welcome back for the final third of our Arganese Maduro. Now in the final third, the profiles really haven't changed that much. They're about the same as they were. The profiles, like I said, are very simple and very enjoyable. There's not much, but I do have to say, man, if you look at the burn, it is almost razor sharp. I have not had to touch up the cigar, and I haven't had any construction issues. Man, I have to say, for the budget price that it is, it's definitely something to check out. Now, if you're a fan of the Arganese, if you try the Maduro and you like it, or you've already had it and you try it, you might like it. They're also available as a Habano Arganese, and there's also a Connecticut. So if you like those type of cigars, that's definitely something to check out. But also check out my different online support groups. If you're looking to join somewhere, I have a group forum on MeWe. I have a group forum on Facebook. I have a page on Facebook. You know, you can get a hold of me on Instagram and Twitter. Man, I'm all over the place. So if you're in one of those platforms and you want to keep up-to-date information, either on what I'm doing or what's going on the channel, definitely check it out. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, do that right now. Man, hit that subscribe, leave your like, and always leave your comments. And thanks again for tuning in to Cigars and Whiskey. Have a great day. Have a great smoke. And I'll see you next time.